Or at least all of these stories that he's been telling her would have made it very clear what his appetite was like. And so if that's the case, it's like, girl, you knew who this man was. You knew what kind of appetite he had. So why did you still continue to date him, knowing fully well that you cannot sustain that appetite? Why did you decide to marry him, knowing that you cannot fulfill his appetite? You knew who he was. And it's funny because I gave a lot of grief to Maurice about it, but knowing fully well that Kimmy was aware of all of his escapades. Kimmy had all the gist. Oh, he's done this, he did that, he did that. What kind of man did you think you were ending up with? At what point do we then also hold people accountable for being in these sorts of situations when they have been with men who have been honest with them about who they are? That man done told you, he's giving you examples. You thought you were different. You thought that you could give him something that would be so quality that he will forget all about the quantity that he wants. And look at how is that working out for you? How is that working out? And it's so important. It's like we got to take a step back, think about it again. How is that working out for you? So that's my 2 cents on this. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if I have. I think maybe I'll talk about it in a different live, or maybe do a pre-recorded video for you guys, because I actually thought I had it here with me, but I can't seem to find it, and it's just going to take too long to find. And I do have something else I need to do really quickly. So what I'm going to do is let's move on to Real Housewives of Potomac stuff, and then after I will probably do a separate live or a separate video going into stuff. It's stuff about Maurice. So I'll do that a little bit later if that's okay. But guys, please hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button, hit that share button if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, everybody. I really, really appreciate you guys. And you guys, thank you for still supporting me. You know, I'm still recovering, so I'm not doing lives. This is a pre-recorded live, so I will still try to get in the comments and respond to you guys when you guys give your feedback. But at the same time, honey, it's like your girl is still recovering and resting, so I still have to be doing this for now. But thank you so much, everybody, for your support. I'm starting to feel really better as well, so hopefully we can get back to our regular lives very soon. Okay, everybody, let's move on to Real Housewives of Potomac. I had all of that opened. Yes, I do. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, guys, look at the seating chart for Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so let me give a little bit of context. Okay, so in the seating chart, we see, so this is the final seating chart. We see Andy, Wendy, Karen. Wow. Okay, Karen. Right next to Andy, we see Giselle, Stacy, Tia, Ashley, Monique, Kiana, and Angel. Okay, so first things first, are we surprised about Wendy getting first chair? And are we surprised about Karen getting first chair? Those are the first things I want you guys to let me know in the live chat or in the comments. Do you guys, what do you guys feel about Stacey getting the first chair? And what do you guys feel about Karen getting the first chair as well? I would say with Wendy, with everything that's happened with Wendy and these allegations, I am not surprised that she got first chair. Honey, these allegations are serious and she is riding those allegations all the way to the bank. So I'm not surprised that she got first chair at all. I think this has actually been a really good season for Wendy. Interestingly enough, it's just sad that she ended up with this court case. And now has had to go to, or and now is having to deal with the whole court of it all, right? Luckily for her, the court has not heard anything, and anything serious, right? They've said some things, they've put some allegations out there, but they haven't necessarily provided proof. It's not like the trial has happened yet. So I think she can still ride the Delulu wave at the reunion, where she acts like, yes, it is all right now in the hands of the courts. There is not much I can say about it right now. But thank you guys for your support. Please keep supporting and helping, right? The same stuff she said over there at BravoCon is definitely giving what she will be saying at the reunion. Let's be honest. It's an ongoing case. She's not going to say much. Same as the way Karen was riding the whole season, acting like she was innocent, not saying nothing. Okay? That's definitely the vibe I'm going to get with, or we're going to get with Wendy at the reunion. That's my prediction, at least. The other thing is, are we surprised that Karen is first chair? No, because I feel like Karen has brought a lot to the show. And this season without Karen, even though it was an okay season, it was not a fantastic season. And so I feel like they can definitely see the gaps with not having Karen on the show. I feel like Kiana would have had a better experience if Karen was still on the show. But Kiana had a bad season too because Karen wasn't on the show, in my opinion. I feel like it would be interesting to see how Karen and Tia gets on. I would also want to see the dynamic between Karen and Monique. I guess it's interesting that she gets first cheer though. So technically, when Karen isn't there, it would be Stacy that would be there at first chair. So I would say, I guess Stacy still also low key gets first chair as well, if you think about it in that way. And then when Karen comes in, she moves to the second chair or whatever. So I think that is fair. I think Stacy and Wendy have been the dynamic duo of this season. And in all honesty, I've noticed even on my channel, every time I post stuff about Stacy and Wendy, you guys are more interested in it than when I post stuff about Angel. You all don't even want to watch the videos about Angel, even if I'm calling Angel out. It's like the people do not want to see nothing about Angel or Kiana. Most of what the people want to see is freaking Stacy and Wendy. And so I definitely feel like for this season, it's definitely given Stacy and Wendy's season. Okay. And I definitely think that it was the team up that the people did not know they needed. Okay. So that was a really, really good one. Okay, so let's see what the people are saying. Angel being almost at the door is hilarious and extremely entertaining. Yep, I definitely think that that is exactly what she deserved. She did not bring much to the season, and so I'm not surprised at all. Yes, this is Kate and Angel's last season. I don't necessarily think that. I think that they may want to bring Kay back, especially because Karen is back, but who knows? We're not really sure. Can anyone explain to me why Giselle is on the other side of Andy? Stacey, yes, but Giselle. Here is the thing, honey. Giselle is loved by Bravo. Say what you want about Giselle, but Giselle is seen as an OG. Okay? And so Giselle has always been a constant on the show. So I feel like out of respect, they will still always put her close to Andy. That's just the reality of the situation. We may not like it, but that's the reality. Okay, Angel, one seat out the door, and Wendy and Stacy sitting first chair. Absolutely. That's what is given. Someone said, we love Stacy. Perfection. Let's go, Stacy. We know Wendy ain't finna talk about Ish. Absolutely. We know that. And someone said, no, Jazzy. Interesting. I guess Jazzy's at the door. Can't believe Giselle is the second chair. I can. Who else would be second chair, guys? Like, I know the people don't like Giselle, but who else would be second chair? Are we playing? Like, y'all may not like Giselle, but Giselle has to be the second chair. Who are we going to put on the second chair? Tia? Like, Monique that just came? No. Of course not. Turns out Giselle's mediocrity isn't being rewarded. We won. Ooh, okay. Someone said they finally got it right. Yes, it seems that the Bravo universe has been listening. They definitely were like, let's do that. Someone said the first picture is different from the second one. Someone said, what do you mean? So the second photo was the prediction and then see in shot. This is the thing. I feel like, I don't know if did he write it in there? I wasn't so close on my prediction this year, but excited to watch him review. Okay, let's see what the second one is. Okay, Giselle and Stacy, Wendy. It was all right. You didn't do too bad. Don't be hard on yourself. You did all right. But I would say yes, that's my view on the seating charts or seating arrangements. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share. And okay, let's move on to something else. We're still on Real Housewives of Potomac, guys. So please hit that like button, everybody.
Ashley, what are your thoughts on her now after watching everything?
Not a fan of Ashley.
What do you think about her dating Shereice's son?
I think that it is really out of pocket. I understand.
Or having a smooch.
I think that she had more than a smooch.
Yep. Now, that's something I definitely agree with Angel about. It definitely was giving more than a smooch. More than a smooch, whatever you want to call it. It was definitely more than that. I caught from the way Ashley was recanting it and talking about it, it was definitely giving more than a smooch. So I can't believe I'm definitely agreeing with Angel on this one.
Because on Watch What Happens Live, she said that she thought Shereice was going to catch her on the Ring camera, and kind of that's gross. Like,
yep, that is definitely gross. I'm with you on that, and it's interesting. So Angel is definitely keeping up if she's watching Watch What Happens Live with the rest of her castmates. So it sounds like. So I'm not surprised. It's obvious that she would know all the things that we have been saying about her.
First of all, if you really were feeling her son, then why couldn't you come like a woman before you did something, or maybe right after the first kiss and said,
yep. Now, this is something I agree with Angel about. Give your so-called potential mother-in-law a heads up, honey. Like, ooh, I'm feeling your son. We're similar ages. The age difference isn't too much. You know, how do you feel about that? Get a heads up before, right? And let's say things went so quickly. We had some drinks. As soon as it happens, you are calling her the next day. I'm so sorry, something happened. And then you speak to her like a woman should. So definitely agree with Angel on this one.
hey, this is what happened. It didn't have to turn into a storyline. You should have had more respect for her than that. You have known her for a long time. Mm-hmm. I saw where on Giselle's podcast, she says that Shereice used to call Ashley her daughter-in-law. Well,
exactly. So if truly that used to be a thing where she used to call her daughter-in-law, then it wouldn't be so far-fetched that you can't give a heads up to your so-called mother-in-law to be like, girl, I know you've been saying mother-in-law, and now it's really happening, guys. Like, it's really happening, mother-in-law. Like, I may actually be your daughter-in-law for real. So these are some of the things that I feel like you could have given a heads up. Even off camera, you could have given a heads up. So bringing her on the show to talk about it is gross. So yes.
If that was the case and it was really going to happen, then she should have felt comfortable enough to come to her. But instead, she did it behind her back. She has seen this man since he was young. And what I know from having a niece around his age is that the maturity level is not the same as someone my age.
Exactly. I agree. He is probably seeing a young fine tenderoni and he's like, ooh, oh, Ashley's kind of hot, you know? And yes, I get it. Yes, I get it. He's an adult, all of that stuff. But you, as a friend to the mother, should have had a quiet conversation, spoken about it privately, and been honest. That's just what I think.
It's just not. And so you need to ask and find out if she's comfortable with that rather than doing a gotcha in front of friends and family at an event. This was an event for kids.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with Angel on all of this. I just wish that Angel will have, you see this energy that she has in interviews? Girl, I need you to have that energy in on the show. I need you to have the energy in the confessionals. I need you to have the energy in front of everybody when this is being addressed. Like, honey, what? Ashley, no. That's the energy that we need you to have. If Karen was there, Karen would have said, ew, what did you just say? You know, that is the energy that we need. We don't need these people that get on confessionals and then become gangsters. No. We need the people that before the confessionals in these scenes you can perform. In the confessionals, you can give us really good confessionals. And then in interviews too, you can give us good interviews as well. Those are the people who succeed as housewives. Do I think that Ashley may eventually get it together if she has a few more scenes and opportunities to get it together, she may. But she's definitely slow to catch on, and she better catch on quick if she definitely wants to be on the show. I hope that the rest of the season she catches on quickly and is able to get back. I think if Shamia was able to get another episode, I do think that maybe Angel should also get another episode because they were just as bad as each other. I guess the difference is Shamia went against a big dog and then ended up having a seat right next to Andy. Okay. So that's where Angel should have, I guess, done something differently to actually get a better seat. But it's definitely not looking good in terms of Angel potentially coming back, to be completely honest. All right, so there's one more clip that I want to show you guys before I call it a day. Okay. Please hit that like button, everybody, if you haven't already. So can I just say the hair is laid. When I say that hair is a bob, and it ain't stiff. Okay. She's not wrong. Giselle is messy. That's what she's paid to do, and she does it well. Ashley is uncouth. That I also completely agree with. Ashley has always been that uncouth person to do and say all of the things that has come out of Ashley's mouth. Is very obvious that she's uncouth. She has no class, in my opinion. Now let's see what she says about Miss Wendy. Oh, fake elitist. Oh, that is interesting. I would have loved for some clarification on that because I don't necessarily think that she is fake elitist. But let me know what you all think. Do you agree with Angel that Wendy is a fake elitist? I definitely think everybody will agree that Ashley's uncouth. But I'm gonna let you all decide. Let me know in the live chat. Do you guys believe, and in the comments, do you guys believe that Ashley is uncouth? Yes, I definitely agree that she's quirky and kind. Grounded. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Yeah, Tia is funny. And you can tell she loves her some Tia. The way she was smiling just to talk about Tia is so cute. And to be fair, I can tell that Tia got so close to Angel because if you see in the last episode that we had, it definitely gave that Tia was trying to soften the blow a little bit while Kiana, her bestie, sat and said nothing. She said wonderful, lol. What did she say about herself? I didn't get that, but I'm not going to play it with her. I'm not going to play it back. I definitely feel like Angel has potential. I think that she just is very, very slow. And I think that if Karen was on the show, I think she would have had a better season because Karen tends to take the new girls under her wing. And I suspect that that was what Angel was expecting. And she was kind of expecting somebody to take her under her wing, but nobody did. And I feel like Kiana that brought her did not have enough of a footing or established presence to even be able to bring her in and take her under her wing. I feel like if they give Angel another season, I think that she will probably bring it a lot more, in my opinion. And I think that we can definitely see a different side of Angel if truly she decides to bring it next season, if they decide to bring her at all. Because Bravo may just be like, enough is enough, we ain't bringing you back. And in that case, it's like, honey, ain't nothing to do about that, right? You're not back, you're in back, ain't nothing we can do. But I do think that if Angel takes all of the feedback that people have given her and she sits back, listens, I think that she would be able to navigate it better. I think her team up with Kiana was a mistake. I feel like if her and Tia had gotten on camera, it would have been nice to see their connection develop on camera. I think that that would have made Angel a little bit more likable. Sadly, we didn't get to see that. We only know that they formed a bond because we've seen Tia talk about it. And now we see how Angel is smiling, just thinking and talking about Tia. So I will say that it's a shame that we didn't get to see that side of Angel, because I think we would have given her maybe a little bit of a leeway. At this point, it's like it feels very too far gone. And the way Angel handled the girls at the cabin with telling them, like, now let's address this now so that we can all move on. That is the energy that I feel like we should have gotten from Angel. I think Angel has the ability to gather the girls. I think she's just very slow at picking up. But if she gets another season, she will get the opportunity to try again. And if she does not get it right, then I think we'll say we have tried our best with Angel. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want Angel back? Do you want Angel to come back next season? Do you guys believe that she's going to be able to step into her own as a housewife if she comes next season? Let me know in the comment section below, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and turn